Cooking with Ronnie Romance. And we have a special guest, but let me talk about him before I introduce him. He's a local chef in the neighborhood, barbecue grills, and he thinks he had a little competition, so we invited him on the show. Truck driver, locally and abroad. You might have seen him honk at you getting in his way. But today's dish, we are going to be preparing chicken sandwiches with zucchini slices, accompanied by grilled asparagus with garlic. And our second dish will be spicy shrimp skewers, a side of curry cabbage. And in the meantime, don't change that dial. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Cooking with Ronnie Romance. As I said before the break, we had a special guest, and here we are. His name is Nasir, local resident to the area, and self-taught chef. And we're about to get down with the recipes that I've established for today's show. If we'll come over here, we'll start our garlic asparagus to accompany our grilled chicken sandwiches. And I'm going to ask Ab for the ingredients to get us started. But first, we have our pre-measured OG base. We have garlic, we have olive oil, we have basil, we have parsley, and we're going to heat this up. And we're going to drizzle this over our asparagus. But in the meantime, I'm going to ask Ab to hand me the coarse salt and the ground coarse pepper. And we're going to sprinkle this coarsely over our asparagus while OG base is heating up. And we'll drizzle that accordingly over the top.
Why you call it OG base?
Because OG stands for oil and garlic.
Okay.
And you have other seasonings here, but that's your main base when you want to use for a garlic dish.
Is that a basic term, or you made that up? Because that's OG.
Well,
seems kind of gangster.
Coming up.
Is that original term in the culinary world?
That's the original term that I learned when I was cooking a long time ago.
Okay, I didn't know that.
OG stands for oil and garlic. So oil and garlic, we have our oil and garlic running, so that'll warm up while we sprinkle. Of course, Mediterranean sea salt is the best, so that's what we're going to go with our asparagus.
And we got enough salt in the vegetables because vegetables don't come salted.
Absolutely. But we have so much going on with our OG base that it'll just make this pop. Mm-hmm. So, but feel free to add and delete what you think you don't need for a dish. Yeah, if you're allergic to certain dishes or you don't like spice, just take it out. We don't want. This is not going to have any heat. The only heat that's going to come from this is probably pepper and garlic, and I've never seen anybody substitute those two things for.
So nothing that would flare a person's hemorrhoids up?
In the meantime, we're going to let this simmer. It's almost where we want it. We don't want to burn our garlic, so you want to start off light with a low heat and bring it up. If you have to, just stir it around. Break up your garlic pieces if you have to. And that's ready to go. So we're going to drizzle this on top of our asparagus, and we're going to throw it into a preheated 400-degree oven. See how lovely that flows?
It smells good.
See how lovely that flows? Yeah, the aroma from garlic and butter and olive oil is just tremendous. It makes everything go. So now that we got that ready, we're just going to pop that into a 400-degree oven and let that cook, and we'll be right back. We're Cooking with Ronnie Romance. We're Nasir. Welcome back. We have our asparagus in the oven.
Smelling delicious.
It's 400 degrees for 8 to 10 minutes. As Ab said, the aroma in the kitchen is overwhelming with garlic and seasonings. In the meantime, we're going to get our chicken sandwiches started, and it is a real succulent dish. Low nonsense, really easy to make. And we're going to get that started right now with Ab as my helper today. We're going to get him to add the ingredients and mix everything up. First, we're going to transfer this chicken to the plate in front of you.
Are these strips or breasts?
These are chicken breasts split in half.
Split in half. Did you do this yourself or?
I did this myself. I never pre-buy anything. I do all my own handiwork.
Okay.
I'm a hands-on type of cook, so.
Clean and everything, of course.
Absolutely, absolutely. And with that, we're going to add our Italian seasonings.
The whole thing or?
Just half of that.
Half of that?
Just sprinkle half of that on there. We're going to add half of the parsley. Great, great, great. Pinch of red pepper flakes for those who like heat. And some Lowry seasoning salt. Or just some seasoning salt.
This is the season for the chicken, for the
This is
the main seasoning to it.
Absolutely, absolutely. It has so much in there. There's so
You
much
won't add too
going
much;
on.
it's gonna be too salty.
Absolutely. And you're going to take your garlic and add about 2 spoons of garlic.
Just freshly chopped. It look
Freshly
like it.
chopped, absolutely. Mixed with olive oil.
Okay, we want too much garlic.
That is perfect. And last but not least,
We had the oil. Had to have some oil.
we're going to have some rosemary, olive oil that I infused myself.
How'd you make that oil?
Oh, just
Can you buy that at the store? Or you have to make it yourself.
you should make it yourself.
So how we do that?
We infuse rosemary into olive oil for about 5 to 7 minutes.
Is that dry rosemary
No,
or fresh?
Fresh, absolutely.
Could
fresh
you do
rosemary.
dry herbs?
I wouldn't suggest it, no. Fresh rosemary, fresh herbs. Anytime you want to infuse oil with an herb, you should always go fresh. You should always go fresh. The shelf life is only about 2 months, so you want to maximize
For the dry.
for the fresh.
Okay.
Actually, for the fresh. I've never used dry herbs for my olive oil infusion, but when you do it, you should do it with fresh herbs always. And the shelf life, refrigerated, is 2 months. Unrefrigerated, you only get 1 month out of it. So you have to be careful. You have to actually cook a lot if you don't want to refrigerate it. And then that's important. That's really important.
Okay.
And
Good tip to know.
while you're mixing that up, other ingredients that's going to go with this, we have zucchini that we'll oil as well with some fresh garlic. And I'll get your pan warmed up over here. Now, I don't want the audience members to get confused with this dish because this dish is so versatile that you can do these chicken breasts. You can do them on the stove top, get a grill pan with some grill marks. You can do it outside on the grill for charcoal flavor, and you can just get funky with it, make everything pop. Whatever, the sky's the limit with this dish. The sky's the limit with this dish. Don't feel free to leave no stone unturned with this dish.
You adding that regular oil or rosemary oil?
This is rosemary oil,
Rosemary.
the cold out pan so it doesn't stick. And we'll be right back. We're going to come back. Abby's going to get these chicken breasts started, and we'll have a nice, awesome, slow maintenance meal for you. And welcome back. We're back with Nasir. We're going to check our asparagus. That should be well done right now as we want it. Oh, listen to that sizzle. Listen to it. Listen to it. Look at that greenery. And this will accompany our chicken sandwiches. The garlic on this smells so amazing going through the house. Now we have our grill pan on high heat, and we'll get our chicken sandwiches started. Ab, if you will accompany with that, Ab will put the garlic chicken breast on the grill, and you'll hear the sizzle. We want our grill pan to be hot. So we want our grill marks to mark our chicken in every way.
Trying to overlap too much.
Absolutely. Make space if you have to. Absolutely. That's exactly how you should do it. That's exactly how you should do it.
Now we got fresh garlic on here, so we can't.
Well, chicken doesn't take that long to cook anyway, so the garlic is fine. The garlic will not burn. And if we have to, we'll turn it over and then turn it back over. We already got our grill mark.
What's the temperature on this chicken? The heat. I mean, is it high?
It should always be high, yeah.
Always
because
high.
because you want your grill marks and chicken doesn't take long to cook anyway.
What else can we work on while that's cooking?
Well,
we gotta do our shrimp.
We have our rolls ready, which is absolutely. I'm glad you mentioned that. With our shrimp, now our second dish of the day is going to be spicy shrimp skewers. We have all our ingredients, and as Eb said, he's ready to go. So let's go. Eb,
Shrimp here, just got the tails on, right?
still tails on. They're going to go on ice cold skewers from the freezer. So we're going to put them on some heat. So if you have room temperature skewers, they'll burn before the shrimp actually cooks. So what we want to do is freeze our skewers, and whether you cook them inside or outdoors with charcoal, you always want to use skewers colder than the actual protein that you're using. So
also soak them in water.
So they don't burn. You can soak them in water, yes. But if you don't have that time, you can always freeze them so they're always ready to go. Plus, they're colder coming from the freezer than from the skillet.
Gotcha. These are clean, deveined.
Clean, deveined, colossal shrimp, the only way to go. So what we're going to do with this dish, but in the meantime, check your chicken. Check your chicken. Your chicken sounds like it's going pretty good.
Okay, you see it's getting white on one side, so we know that one side is getting done. We do want a crisp to them, right, or to a brownish to them.
You actually want them golden brown. You actually want them golden brown. But like you said, as long as you see the edges getting white, you know that you're almost there. And you want to slightly lift up the first piece you put on so you can see how well it's cooked. That's, the one on the far left. The one on the far right, I'm sorry. You want to get them a little darker.
Okay. So as that's cooking, let's focus on these shrimp. So
focus on the shrimp. Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay,
first, in this case, we still have some of our same ingredients, so you can sprinkle that with some red crushed pepper flakes.
Just a little bit, right? This can be optional.
This is absolutely. This dish is so versatile. We use big shrimp because we're going to make this somewhat of an entree today. But spicy shrimp skewers the sky's the limit with this dish. You can use smaller shrimp to make it an appetizer or a snack, or you can use bigger shrimp like colossal or large to turn it into an entree. And at the end, we're going to put this on a nice bit of curry cabbage, and we're going to make it pop. But in the meantime, you're done with your red crushed pepper flakes. Add your obey.
Obey.
Just a touch. Sprinkle it. And then lightly. It's a spicy dish again, so you want to use some cayenne pepper. And here, where is our olive oil? Spread some olive oil on that. Drizzle some olive oil over there. And I will maintain your chicken while you...
You smell like it's ready to be turned.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're ready to go. And drizzle that with some olive oil. And then you want to drizzle that with throw some garlic. The rest of that garlic that's in the souffle cup.
The rest of the garlic?
All that garlic should go in there. Make it pop, baby. That's what we do. We make things pop around here. If it ain't garlic, it ain't right. If it ain't garlic, it ain't right. Toss that up. I'm going to maintain the chicken over here. Chicken is smelling amazing. What it is, the chicken is smelling amazing.
That's what become a sandwich, correct?
Absolutely. It's going to be the most succulent chicken sandwich your mouth has ever tasted.
It can be marinated with shrimp like a...
Absolutely. Absolutely. I suggest marinating shrimp. I suggest marinating all proteins across the board for at least 12 to 24 hours before you're ready to use them. Every protein you can think of: chicken, seafood, poultry, pork, beef, anything that you're going to cook with heat, whether it goes outside on the grill or inside in the oven, stovetop. My suggestion is marinated. The flavor soaks in so well. Brining is also good. Brining is amazing. So whatever you do to add more flavor to your dish, I'm a stickler for flavor. So whatever you can do to add more flavor to your dish, by all means, add it. We got our chicken working. Our asparagus is done. Our shrimp are marinating, and we'll be right back to finish our dish. And welcome back to Cooking with Ronnie Romance. We're about to finish our dish, garlic asparagus, and grilled chicken with zucchini slices. And I'm going to ask you to hand me a roll.
We that's dry, no mayonnaise.
Dry.
Dry.
The amazing thing about this sandwich is that delicious, dry all the way.
We can add mayonnaise. We want to add mayonnaise.
Oh, you can add any condiments you
Aioli,
like, but you may not have to or want to because
the chicken's so juicy.
It's juicy.
Is
it's
that right?
succulent.
I must. I think we put the asparagus on the sandwich.
Oh no! It's just a side dish. It's just a side dish.
It's like almost like that.
You'll take
that cheese. What's that thing called down? That sandwich called with the spinach and chicken cheese like spinach thing.
The South Philly one?
Yeah. What's that called?
Hand me the other roll.
It's almost the same type of thing, right?
Yeah.
Chicken sandwich, spinach.
Yeah.
Your own take on it.
Hand me the other roll, please.
Other roll, sorry.
And here we're going to lace our chicken up. As you see, I turned the stove back on because what we're going to do is we got to get our zucchini going. And we're going to dress this up with tomatoes and seasonings, and we'll be right back. And we're going to grill our zucchini slices that go on top of our chicken.
We're using the same pan we're using for the chicken.
Absolutely.
Let's add more flavor to the vegetables.
More flavor to the vegetables, and you got your grill marsh, you got flavor, and if you hand me that coarse salt, we can sprinkle that on some of our zucchini for flavor as well. But the chicken is so succulent and so flavorful that this right here won't even matter. Thank you so much. And zucchini sweats a lot, so you won't have to cook it that long because the grill marks will get wet and just penetrate the actual.
There's not a lot of water like a mushroom almost.
Absolutely, just like a mushroom. As you can see, the zucchini sweating, but it still has grill marks just like we want it.
We don't want it too mushy or
You
too
want
raw.
Too soft
we want
or
it
too
just
raw.
enough.
Right, al dente, soft to the bite.
Get that
soft
texture
to the,
to the sandwich.
Absolutely.
Could you use another type of vegetable for this instead of zucchini like
you can saute some spinach. Absolutely. Hand me that. Hand me the plate. Absolutely. You can saute some spinach up. Or yeah, whatever vegetable you know your heart desires.
But it also got to stand the bread and everything else.
Oh yeah. It should be withstanding. If you take this. And as we lay our zucchini and our chicken breast, looking for a meal on a budget.
Looks good. I'll eat it.
You're looking for a meal on a budget. Garlic asparagus, chicken sandwich, and zucchini slices. Bon appetit. Thank you for watching. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Cooking with Ronnie Romance. We're back with Nasir, and for the second half of our program, we're going to get into the entree portion of our show. We have a curry cabbage with a spicy shrimp skewer on top. And as Ab is already preparing himself, he's going to get started with this dish. We have our preheated wok that we are going to throw our cabbage on first, and then we're going to drizzle our ingredients on top. First, we have some rosemary olive oil that we're going to season our cabbage with, and that'll cook thoroughly.
Good.
That is perfect. And we'll go over here to our dry ingredients while that's simmering. And we'll add our ingredients accordingly. First, we have about a half a tablespoon of butter that we want to pour on top. And then, by the way, this is a curry cabbage, so it's going to be a little heat involved, so you can adjust it accordingly to your spice level. We'll sprinkle some red crushed pepper flakes, maybe a pinch or two. Perfect, absolutely perfect. A little bit of parsley, wild parsley, we'll go with that.
What's this, the whole thing?
Just a pinch. A pinch
Pinch?
is fine. And our curry. Now we'll dump all that curry. That's a tablespoon and a half of curry, so we'll sprinkle that accordingly. And we're going to fold that over.
This is high heat or medium heat?
You want to start off with a high heat so you get that sear. Cabbage takes a little while to wilt it down because it's such a strong vegetable. So while we're simmering that down, we can add the rest of our ingredients, and we have our grill pan here ready for our shrimp to go. And we'll come back over about 3 pinches of table salt.
Over where?
Into the cabbage. Yes, into the cabbage. We have our cayenne pepper for more heat. It's a curry dish, so it's going to be a little spicy.
All of it?
You can dump all that on there. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And we have a little bit of seasoning salt. We'll spread it about half of that around. Great, great, great. You want to fold that over. The aroma in the kitchen is so amazing right now.
Add a little garlic to it?
Absolutely.
Not much, right?
2 tablespoons. It's perfect. Absolutely. That's good right there, right there.
Right there?
Go ahead, toss that in. The aroma is overwhelming the kitchen so nicely. And all the ingredients making our juice pop.
This gonna be a side dish or what?
This is going to be part of our entree. We'll plate this up with the cabbage on top, and we'll put our colossal shrimp skewers on top as an entree. This dish is so versatile. You can use the big shrimp for entree, or small shrimp for appetizer, small shrimp for salad, and the sky's the limit with this dish. And it's a no-nonsense dish. It's easy to make, easy to prepare, but I always suggest that you marinate your shrimp 12 to 24 hours ahead of time. And this dish is so flavorful. You know Ronnie Romance, I'm big with flavor, and this is the dish that you want to give that curry flavor, that heat that you like in your vegetables as well as your seafood.
Well, do red cabbage go good with that too? The red cabbage could give color to it.
I would just use strings of red cabbage for color, but I wouldn't use a majority of red cabbage. No, I would go with our regular cabbage. I'm gonna turn this down because we're almost done. And if you will, we can start on our shrimp. We can drizzle our grill pan with some rosemary olive oil.
We use rosemary for a lot of things in these 2 dishes. Can we just use regular oil?
You can use regular oil. I prefer cold pressed olive oil. You can use. I have rosemary in this, but you can use whatever your heart. You could marinate. Saute your oil in basil. You can use rosemary, fresh rosemary. Yeah, the sky's the limit with olive oil. You can do so much with it. But again, you have to cook a lot to make this infusion because it will actually go bad on you if you don't use it within a 2-month span. I think we have enough heat on our grill pan so we can get our shrimp started.
And these been marinated for
These were marinated for 12 hours.
If you don't have time to do that, you don't have to marinate them.
Oh no, it's a personal preference. I just prefer it. I suggest it. I just prefer it. But if you don't have the time, absolutely, just marinate your seafood, whatever seasonings you like, and you can grill it right away. If you're inviting guests over at spur of the moment, please feel free to just saute your shrimp. Toss your shrimp up in your favorite seasonings and throw them right on the heated skillet.
How long do you think this would take? to cook the shrimp?
But with colossal shrimp, well, different sizes cost for different times. So with colossal shrimp, we want to cook these 2 to 3 minutes on each side. We want them pink, very pink. We want our grill marks to make the dish, the presentation of the dish, just make it so appetizing because people eat with their eyes first. So a dish like this with grill marks coming to my plate on top of one of my favorite vegetables, you know, I'm already gonna leave a good tip just because I like what I see. And I think that's, you know, people eat with their eyes first. So I think that is a good way of telling if you're going to have a good night or a good service whenever you dine out. And with Ronnie Romance and cooking with Ronnie Romance, we aim to please. So this is what we do here. You want to toss the cabbage up? Let's get it pretty.
I see the moisture coming out of it, so it's getting nice and
right.
We don't want it all the way.
We just want
soft.
it al dente,
Al
firm
dente.
to the bite, firm to the bite. That's what we want.
We should taste our food as we're going along, correct?
Absolutely. Well, knock yourself out, young man.
Let's taste to see what it tastes like.
Might be a little hot. You want to start switching side to side in your mouth. How I feel? How I feel?
I like the curry in it.
I like the curry. I like the curry too.
And that will pair well with the shrimp.
Absolutely, absolutely. And for those Southerners that are constant viewers of the show, you know, to make this dish really pop, add about 2 tablespoons of sugar. Ooh, you be in heaven. But right now, it's a heated dish. We're gonna if you want it sweet and spicy, add that 2 tablespoons of sugar, and you'll be in heaven. That's how this dish. That's how versatile this dish is. You can do whatever you want with this dish, and the flavor is there. Now we want to flip our shrimp. Oh, look at the beautiful grill mark.
Look at that.
The beautiful grill mark. Yes.
Holy
These are colossal
moly.
shrimp. So you want to cook these 2 to 3 minutes on each side for flavor and grill marks, and to ensure that they're well done. We don't want to consume any raw seafood that we don't have to.
We will make sure we don't cook these too much because they will become rubbery.
Right, we don't want to overcook. Absolutely, absolutely.
We want to turn it by heat.
Now, while that's getting ready to go, we're going to plate this
We're
up.
going to start plating the cabbage. We
Just
going
a
on the
little,
side.
just a little. No, we want a little bit less than that.
We making a bed about it, a bed like you put the shrimp on top of this.
Absolutely. Maybe another one of those. Another spoonful that side, right in the middle. And we're going to dress our shrimp. 2 skewers. Right on top. Absolutely. Amazing, amazing. Look at that dish. Look at that dish there. I want to thank everybody for joining us. This is Ronnie Romance, along with Nasir, Cooking with Ronnie Romance. Please watch us each and every night. This is spicy shrimp skewer atop a curry cabbage, side of cocktail sauce. Easy to make. Bon appetit. This is Ronnie Romance signing out, saying the most romantic thing you can say to anyone is, did you eat today? So much going forward with us as far as the greatest in gourmet cooking, and whatever your palate has a taste for, best believe you'll see it on our show.